We are standing at a critical crossroads in digital security. A new conflict is taking shape, not in the physical world, but in the sprawling, invisible networks that connect us all. This is the emerging cyber war. Its front line is a debate between two powerful forces: human intelligence, artificial intelligence. On one side, we have the seasoned human experts, analysts, threat hunters, security professionals. They rely on intuition, experience, and a deep understanding of human behavior. We call this security intelligence, or SI. It is the art of cybersecurity, driven by creativity, context, and the uniquely human ability to understand motive and intent. On the other side stands a formidable, rapidly evolving contender: artificial intelligence, or AI. Machine-led defensive systems designed for speed and scale. AI in cybersecurity works tirelessly, sifting through mountains of data in fractions of a second. It spots anomalies that no human could ever hope to find. It automates responses, blocking threats before they can cause harm. AI represents the science of cybersecurity: algorithms, predictive models, automated defense mechanisms. It operates on a scale that dwarfs any human team, promising a future of proactive and relentless protection against digital threats. The central question of our time is which of these forces will lead the charge in defending our digital world. Will the future of cybersecurity belong to the intuitive, creative human mind? Or will it be dominated by the logical, lightning-fast processing power of machines? This is not just a theoretical debate for academics or tech enthusiasts. The answer will fundamentally reshape how we protect our information, our infrastructure, and our very way of life. It's a contest between the established wisdom of human experience and the disruptive power of automated intelligence, and the outcome is far from certain. This essay will explore this critical debate. We will begin by looking closely at the unique strengths and inherent weaknesses of human-led security intelligence and AI-driven systems. Then, we will examine real-world scenarios to see how each performs under pressure. Finally, we will consider a third possibility: a future where humans and AI do not compete but collaborate. By understanding the capabilities and limitations of each, we can start to build a more resilient and effective defense for the cyber challenges that lie ahead. The stakes are too high to choose the wrong path. The outcome of the human versus AI debate in cybersecurity is not a distant concern. It matters deeply to all of us, right now. For businesses, the choice of security strategy has direct and immediate financial consequences. A successful cyber attack can lead to devastating data breaches, operational shutdowns, a catastrophic loss of customer trust. Companies are pouring billions of dollars into their defenses, and they need to know where to invest. Should they hire more skilled analysts to hunt for creative threats? Or should they invest in sophisticated AI platforms that promise to automate protection at a massive scale? The wrong decision could leave them vulnerable and exposed. This is not just a problem for large corporations. The security of our digital lives affects every individual. We use online services for banking, healthcare, communication, entertainment. Each of these interactions creates a trail of personal data that is a prime target for malicious actors. Our privacy and financial security depend on the effectiveness of the systems protecting this information. When these systems fail, the consequences can be personal and severe, from identity theft to financial ruin. Therefore, the question of whether a human or a machine is better equipped to protect us is a question about our own personal safety in an increasingly connected world. Furthermore, the nature of cyber threats is evolving at an alarming pace. Attackers are becoming more sophisticated, organized, well-funded. They are already beginning to use their own AI tools to create new forms of malware, launch automated attacks, and find vulnerabilities faster than ever before. We are entering an era of machine speed attacks, where threats can emerge and spread globally in a matter of minutes. In this high-speed environment, a purely human-led defense may simply be too slow to keep up. This reality forces us to confront the human-AI question with a new sense of urgency. As we move forward, the structure of this essay will guide you through the complexities of this issue. We will first examine the distinct powers of human security intelligence, highlighting where human judgment and creativity excel. Next, we will turn our attention to the rise of AI in defense, showcasing its incredible speed and scale. After comparing their strengths and weaknesses, We will explore future scenarios to understand the potential consequences of our choices. Finally, we will argue for a path of collaboration, proposing a future where humans and AI work together to create a defense that is stronger than either could be alone. At the heart of human-led security intelligence, or SI, lies a set of capabilities that machines are still far from replicating. The most powerful of these is intuition. A seasoned security analyst develops a sixth sense over years of experience. They can look at a seemingly normal stream of network traffic and feel that something is amiss. This gut feeling is not magic. It's subconscious pattern recognition built from exposure to countless security incidents. Successful, failed. It lets an analyst spot a novel threat that doesn't match any known signature, because it deviates from expected human behavior on a network in subtle, almost imperceptible ways. This intuitive leap is powered by another human skill, the ability to understand context. An AI system sees data points, a human analyst sees a story. They can connect disparate low-level alerts that an automated system might dismiss as noise. For example, an analyst might notice a login from an unusual location, a small data transfer to an unknown server, a minor change in a user's access privileges. Individually, these are minor events, but a human understanding the employee's role, recent company news, geopolitical tensions, can piece them together to uncover a sophisticated, low and slow attack that an AI would miss. Consider a company undergoing a merger. An AI might flag increased data access from finance as anomalous. A human analyst knows about the merger and can contextualize it as due diligence, saving the security team from a wild goose chase. If the same activity occurs a month after the merger, that contextual understanding raises a red flag. Layering business context, social context, political context over raw security data turns information into actionable intelligence. This is why human SI is often described as an art form. It requires more than technical knowledge. It demands creativity, curiosity, a deep understanding of how people and organizations operate. An analyst must think like an attacker, imagining unconventional breaches. They must ask the right questions, not just answer predefined ones. This blend of technical skill and contextual awareness lets human teams detect and respond to complex threats that evade rigid automated logic, making them irreplaceable in any robust security posture. Threat hunting is one of the most proactive and valuable disciplines within human SI. Unlike automated systems that wait for an alert to be triggered, a threat hunter actively searches for adversaries that may have already bypassed initial defenses. They operate on the assumption that the network is already compromised. Their job is to find the intruder before significant damage is done. This process is not guided by alerts, but by hypotheses. A hunter might start with a simple question. If I were an attacker trying to steal our customer data, where would I hide? This question-driven approach is inherently human and creative. The hunt begins with gathering and analyzing vast amounts of data, but the real skill is in knowing what to look for. A threat hunter might search for unusual command line arguments, a process that is communicating with a rare external IP address, or a user account that is accessing files at odd hours. They are looking for faint signals of malicious activity buried in a sea of normal operations. This is not a simple search for known malware signatures. It's a search for abnormal behaviors. The hunter uses their knowledge of attacker techniques, tactics, procedures to follow these faint trails, piecing together clues to uncover a hidden threat. For instance, a skilled threat hunter might investigate a series of failed login attempts on a non-critical server. An automated system might log this and move on, as no breach occurred. The human hunter, however, might see this as a reconnaissance phase. They might then look for other subtle activities originating from the same source IP, eventually uncovering a broader campaign to map the network for a future attack. This ability to connect low-priority events and infer attacker intent is a classic example of human intelligence outperforming machine logic. It transforms security from a reactive to a proactive endeavor. Ultimately, threat hunting is a testament to the power of human curiosity and persistence. It's a painstaking, detail-oriented process that requires patience and a methodical mindset. A hunter might spend days or even weeks chasing a single lead that turns out to be a dead end. But when a hunt is successful, it can prevent a catastrophic breach. By finding and evicting attackers who have slipped past automated defenses, human threat hunters provide a critical layer of security. They are the digital detectives of our time, actively seeking out threats rather than passively waiting for alarms to sound. Section 3. Understanding the adversary's motive. A fundamental advantage of human security intelligence is the ability to understand not just the what of an attack, but the why. AI systems are excellent at identifying a security event, a piece of malware, an unauthorized access attempt. They can classify the type of attack and even execute a pre-programmed response. However, an AI cannot truly comprehend the motive behind the attack. A teenager looking for bragging rights, a corporate spy stealing trade secrets, a nation-state actor conducting espionage, an insider driven by a personal grievance. This understanding of motive is crucial for an effective long-term defense. Knowing the adversary's intent allows security teams to move beyond simply blocking the current attack and start predicting the attacker's next move. If the motive is financial gain, analysts will focus on protecting systems that process payments, store customer financial data. If the motive is espionage, they will prioritize the protection of intellectual property, strategic documents. This allows for a much more targeted and efficient allocation of security resources. A human analyst can use clues from the attack itself, tools used, data targeted, level of sophistication, to build a profile of the attacker and assess their ultimate goal. This focus on motive is especially critical when dealing with insider threats. An insider threat is not just a technical problem, it's a human one. An AI might detect an employee downloading a large number of files, but it cannot discern the reason. Backing up their work before leaving the company, stealing proprietary information for a competitor. A human investigator can look at other contextual factors, talk to the employee's manager, review their recent performance, consider their behavior. This human-centric approach is essential for resolving such sensitive situations appropriately. By understanding the why, security teams can also improve their overall defensive strategy. If they identify that a specific business unit is being targeted by industrial spies, they can implement enhanced security controls, provide specialized training for that department. If they realize they are being targeted by hacktivists, they can prepare their public relations team for a potential data leak. This strategic insight, derived from understanding the human motivations of the attacker, allows an organization to build a more resilient and adaptive security posture. It elevates the role of the security team from technical operators to strategic business partners.